And especially when we have Militia Joe from Idaho.
Well, at least he's not paranoid.
Black helicopters. ATF guns. Bang, 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 bang. That's better. Hi, I'm Militia Joe from Idaho. You know, the land of Reverend Butler, his Church of Aryan Nations. Well, I'm here to give you some tips on how to play postman without running afoul of any of those 20,000 plus gun laws we got in this country. And not only that, I can show you how to do it in comfort and style. I figure this is a good day to do that too. Heard on the radio today that the post office has a new rule. Any employee that comes in with a gun is going to get fired immediately. Now, that's really good news for you people going to play postman. That means you probably have at least 10 or 20 minutes before the police get there instead of having to worry about one of those employees shooting back at you. So, whereas instead of getting only maybe 5 or 10 points before you get, someone shooting at you, you may be able to rack up a really big score. You might be able to get 10, 20 points, 100 even, if you're really good. And you got to be careful, Once they start shooting back at you and they start trying to even the score, you're out of the game. If they even the score, it's all over. So, style is very important. See these camis? All rainproof and everything? Got these just specially for Seattle. Got them at the local neighborhood Walmart store. You know Walmart, one of those Arkansas-based companies? Same state where President Clinton and her husband came from. Well, anyway, we militia types have a lot to say about President Clinton and her husband. They've been changing the gun laws so much recently, it's kind of hard to stay ahead of the rules. For example, this here gun is so ugly, they went and made it illegal for new manufacturer to sell to civilians. And if you want to play postman, you sure don't want to break any one of those new laws. Now, if you have one of the 20 million guns like this that's already out there, it's okay. You can go ahead and use it. You just can't buy any new ones. And just be careful. All those 20,000 laws, you guys be careful not to step on any one of them when you go to play postman. Now, this gun is so ugly, they give it an ugly name. They call it an assault weapon. Now, in order to be an assault weapon, you got to be a bunch of things. I thought originally that assault weapon was something like a rock or a stick or a knife or something that you use to hit somebody with. You're assaulting somebody, right? It's an assault weapon. No, that's not what they meant. Then I thought, well, maybe they meant an assault rifle. No, an assault rifle is one that has selective fire. You can flip the little switch on it, it goes to full auto, and you switch it back, and it's semi-auto again. No, that's not what they meant either. That's an assault rifle. Assault weapon is something that President Clinton and her husband decided was it had to be semi-automatic, like this, and it had to have detachable magazine. This little thing here holds the bullets, and it'll hold up to 5 bullets. So, there's one thing it's got to be for assault weapon. And then it can be, you have to have 3 of a bunch of other things. One of them is it has to have a flash suppressor, like this. And if you have one of these on there, that counts for 1. Then, it's got to have at least 2 other things. One of those things is this thing here. This is a bayonet lug. Now, this is a bayonet, and I can't legally put this on there because this gun was made in China. If this gun was made in Russia, or if it was made in the U.S., I could put it on there. But since it was made in China, they won't let me put it on.
Racism! Racism!
That's right.
No, it's
Not affirmative action out the door.
no, it's protecting U.S. jobs.
Okay. Now,
All over again.
in addition to bayonet lug, which, as far as I know, never hurt anybody, but got to be careful. It makes it look ugly, I guess. You can't have something called a folding stock. Now, this stock used to be folding, but I put a bolt in it here so it won't fold anymore. Because, again, like the bayonet, this gun was made in China, and you can't put a folding stock on a Chinese-made gun. You can put it on a U.S.-made gun, but you can't put it on a Chinese-made gun. Now, one other thing that you can have if you want to have an assault weapon is pistol grip. Now, I don't know why anyone would really want a pistol grip, except they want to make their gun assault weapon, make it real ugly and get more points when they go play postman. But it's there, and President Clinton and her husband said that if you have 3 things like that, why you now have an assault weapon, and you're in a different category. So, let's see what we have. We have a semi-automatic with a detachable magazine. Then we have to have 3 more things. We have the pistol grip, we have the bayonet lug, but that's only 2. So this, right now, is not an assault weapon. So, when you go play postman, you don't get special points for having an assault weapon. Unless you bring along your flash suppressor, you put it on. Now, we have 3 of those things. Now we have an assault weapon.